Hola, buenos días. En este video vamos a practicar el verbo ser con adjetivos. So we're going to be practicing the verb ser in Spanish to be used with adjectives. Primarily we're going to be looking at some questions to ask about what people are like and then also how we can answer those questions, and I'll give you a chance to practice after I explain everything. So the verb ser, hopefully by now you know, means to be. There's another verb that means to be as well, but we're just going to look at ser for today. And just in case you forgot, over here on the left, I conjugated the verb ser for you, which conjugates as soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and son, meaning I am, you are, he or she is, or you, formal, are, we are, you, plural, are, and they are, or you guys are. So what I have here is a list of questions, what they're asking, and then how to answer them as well. So the first question, ¿Cómo es? Means what is he or she like? To answer that question, we're just going to say es, and then we're going to add an adjective after it. Now, if I wanted to, I could say he is or she is by putting el or ella at the beginning of my answer, and then add an adjective to it. Now, when answering these questions, you want to keep in mind the gender and number of what it is you're talking about. So if I ask, ¿Cómo es el maestro? What is the male teacher like? Then in my answer, I'm going to say el maestro es, and then say he's tall, I'd say alto. But if my teacher's a girl, I'd say ¿Cómo es la maestra? And in the answer, I would say es or la maestra es, and then the adjective is going to be feminine. So if she's tall, she would be alta. La maestra es alta. Next question is the same, ¿Cómo es? But in a different scenario. So like if you're coming up to an adult, say, what do you like? You'd say, ¿Cómo es? Or ¿Cómo es usted? So what do you like? And then the adult or the person for whom you're showing respect would answer soy or yo soy and add an adjective there. The third question is ¿Cómo es? Plus a name. So for example, maybe you're talking about some guy named John and you want to know what John's like. You could say, ¿Cómo es John? And your friend maybe you're talking to could answer John S or LS, inteligente, simpático, some adjective to describe him. And if it's a girl, like ¿Cómo es Alma? What's Alma like? You say Alma es bonita or Alma es baja. The fourth question, ¿Cómo eres tú? Or just ¿Cómo eres? What are you like? So to answer that question, the person would say soy for I am and add an adjective after it or multiple adjectives. Let's see, fifth question, ¿Cómo son? Or ¿Cómo son ellos? ¿Cómo son ellas? Is what are they like? So if you have two guys, you're answering about two guys, you could say son or ellos son, and then pick some adjectives like fuertes y trabajadores, for example. Or maybe there's a couple girls, so ¿Cómo son ellas? You could say ellas son bonitas y trabajadoras. Next question, ¿Cómo son? Plus name and name, so maybe there's a couple people, John and Alma, and we don't know what they're like. So, ¿Cómo son John y Alma? What are those two guys like? John y Alma son bajos y trabajadores, I guess. So you can say what they're like. And if they're two girls, though, the adjectives would be feminine. Let's see, last question, ¿Cómo somos? So, what are we like? And if depending on how what the scenario is, if I say, what are we like, and you're answering the question, you would say, you guys are this, and so you would use son. Ustedes son, I don't know, aburridos. You guys are boring. But if it's a group of people and someone says, what are we like? And somebody within that group says, we are strong, you could say somos fuertes, for example. So using these questions, this information, I'm going to scroll down in just a second. So if you need to pause it and look it over again, go ahead. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to ask you, I think, 6 questions. And then I want you to try and either just say out loud or write down an answer, and I'll give you some possible answers. What I have here are 6 questions. And what I want you to do is answer them. Keep in mind when you're answering them the gender of the person, whether it be a female or a male, and also the number, singular or plural. So if it's male or female, you want to keep alto or alta, and then if it's singular or plural, it would be alto, altos, or altas. So you have to keep those kind of things in mind. And don't forget the correct version of the verb ser in your answer, the soy, eres, es, somos, or son. So there are your 6 questions. Go ahead and pause the video because in just a second I'm going to go down and give you the answers. Oh, you know, well, no, that doesn't matter. Okay, so I will read the questions to you and the answers. So, ¿cómo es Shaq? Es alto y fuerte, or Shaq es alto y fuerte. ¿Cómo eres? Soy bajo e inteligente. If you're a girl, you'd be baja. 3. ¿Cómo es tu amiga? Es cómica y castaña, because she's a girlfriend, so she's cómica y castaña, she's female. ¿Cómo son George Clooney y Brad Pitt? Son fuertes y guapos. 5. ¿Cómo son Jennifer Aniston y Scarlett Johansson? Son bonitas y rubias. Y 6. ¿Cómo son ustedes? Somos trabajadores y serios, or if you're female, somos trabajadoras y serias. And one little note here, just in case you were wondering, right over here, I had said soy bajo e inteligente. If you're not sure why that is, the reason is because the word and in Spanish, you probably know, is the letter Y, and you say that E. Now you'll notice that the word that comes after where I would normally put the letter and is inteligente. It starts with that same sound. The letter I makes the same sound, the E sound, as the letter Y would when it comes to when it's and. So to distinguish between the and the inteligente, the two different E sounds, I change the and E to the letter English E. Sounds confusing. So that you can distinguish between the two. So bajo e inteligente. The other time you would see that is, I'll write it down here for you. Maybe you're asking a question. Are you 7 or 8 years old? Tina's 7. So right there, the word or in Spanish you probably know is o. But if I put the word o before a word that starts with an o, I'm going to change it to a u to again distinguish between the o and the o on ocho. So tiene 7 8 años. You kind of make it u instead of an o. So it's just a weird little note there. I'm going to delete that for you. If you're interested in having this document and printing it off or taking it with you, it is available to you in the description of the video. There's a link that will take you to it, and you can print it off and take it with you if you want it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and enjoy your day.